Hi everybody, Holly Clear with the Social Media Advisor, coming to you today about the conversation of what to expect when hiring your social media speaker, trainer, or bringing somebody in for a workshop. If you are like me, you've attended a lot of different trainings, networking events, workshops. There have been a lot of people who have claimed to be experts teaching on topics that they don't actually live and breathe on a daily basis. And my friends, you're actually hurting your group and your sales teams by bringing in speakers who are not qualified in the industries that they're talking about. So specifically, I'm mentioning social media, and these key items are going to be really beneficial, and you can actually cookie cutter this for any speaker that you're bringing into a group, but we're just going to talk about social media. So first of all, tip number one, your social media trainer should have a portfolio and arsenal of different topics to present to your group, as well as be able to customize different presentations specific to your group, especially if you are paying them, because we don't all speak for exposure. There's a lot of opportunities that we speak just to train a specific organization, in which case, there's compensation needed for that. There should always be some sort of compensation. So don't expect to hire somebody to teach a social media workshop in your group for networking or your corporation without some sort of compensation. So with that comes an agreement. So that's number two. You should have bullet points, key takeaways, and expect that whatever they're going to be presenting in their talk is exactly what they're talking about. That expectations agreement is number two. That agreement needs to detail your expectations along with their expectations. You'll know that there's a lot of speakers across the country who would love the opportunity to speak in front of an organization and actually spend their time volunteering without anything in return, which is that fair to the expert who has spent the time and knowledge to get up to speed on everything that you're wanting to teach them? Probably not. So be open to an agreement, whether you're a networking group, whether you're a nonprofit, whether you're an organization bringing somebody in, be prepared to have an agreement sent to you. That agreement should include the means for compensation, the rate that the person charges for their expertise, and in exchange, if you're not exchanging funds, what you're willing to do for them in return. You could offer up suggestions such as social media marketing of you prior to the event and after the event, taking photos and videos of the speaker during and after the event, sharing the speaker in a blog newsletter featuring on the website. That's all really great exposure information, but it's tangible items that the speaker can walk away from, linking back for that history, credibility, and expertise moving forward, because they're building their portfolio as well. So something to keep in mind there, you might also want to think about sending room requirements and technology requirements. Every time I get the opportunity to speak in front of a group, I need to know how many people are attending, what media expectations are required, such as forms, documents, contracts. I also need to know branding specifics, industry specifics. Do you have privacy policies in place? We have to know all this information before we're teaching your group, as well as room dynamics. I need to know what media you have. I need to know how the room is going to be laid out. Every single person that ever comes to present in your organization needs to have this information. So it's a good idea, if you're a speaker coordinator, come up with this information, have it in documents, and your speakers will love you when you send this to them, because they're going to need this. They want to feel prepared for you. The third piece of information is the dedication of that speaker to the industry. Time and time again, like I mentioned at the start of this video, I encounter people who come to speak and give fluffy content about ways that they've interacted online or through different means, but haven't actually implemented it as part of their expertise. When you bring in a website designer who comes in to talk about social media, are you getting the most out of your investment? Maybe not, because that person might not be dedicated to social media as much as they would be to website design. You wouldn't bring in a realtor to come talk about social media. You would bring in a social media specialist, a person who lives and breathes that strategy, that online tactic on a day-to-day basis. They're going to see things that you can't even imagine that they've seen, and be able to incorporate those into stories and answer questions, very difficult questions, mind you, that we get sometimes from the audience. So if you incorporate these three things, I guarantee your next speaker for your social media presentation, for your group, your company, your networking event, your nonprofit will be set up for success, and they will love your group. So just some reminders. You'll want to select from a myriad of takeaways. So what are the takeaways that the speaker presents? What is their topic? What specifically are they even going to be talking about? Do you know if they're going to do a call to action from the stage? No one knows until the speaker gets up and starts talking. Be prepared, be able to select from either presentations that they've given in the past that have proven successful, that you can look at how it's laid out so you know what they're talking about, or have them come up with a custom presentation for you specific to your brand. Number two, all of your expectations for that speaker and their expectations for you should be laid out in a speaker agreement. So if you're not going to be exchanging funds, there has to be some sort of compensation for the speaker. They will not speak, anyone who has a lot of credibility will not speak for just exposure. They want to be able to get contact information. They want to know that they've been promoted within your network. At the very, very least, you've got to be able to capture information, images, video for them to be able to use in their marketing. So that's number two. And number three, the dedication to the industry. Don't bring in speakers who are not living and breathing their industry on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. They have to be a part of that industry in order to speak credibly about a topic to your organization. Just because someone has a super sexy topic doesn't mean that they're super sexy as far as knowledge. So my friends, think about these three things. If you didn't get a chance to watch the whole video, go back to the very beginning, because this is going to be game changing for you when you are selecting your speaker, trainer, strategist to come into your organization, your networking group, your nonprofit. So I hope this helps you out, my friends. That's why I'm here, to provide you with knowledge, value, so that way you are set up for success. Cheers to your success. Let's be awesome in social media, and we'll chat to you soon. Bye.